Book three on my 25 books for 2025 TBR was Things We Hide from the Light by Lucy Score. And when I say that starting this book felt like coming home, I genuinely loved it. It was so easy to get into because I remembered all of the characters from Things We Never Got Over. It was just so cozy. But also, I love that this series has the kind of overriding plot, which is not romance focused and like very much kind of suspense and all that. I loved that it gave the book a bit more substance. It was long, but I did fly through it and I rated it 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. One thing I really loved about Nash and Lena was how well they were written because like I liked them from the beginning, but they still had room to kind of grow and develop. And normally when the characters kind of require that development for the end of the story, I don't love them in the beginning. But this time I actually really liked them both from the off, and I don't know if that's because we'd already been introduced to them in the previous book or just because of the writing of them in this particular book, but I really, really liked them. They were really, really sweet. I have said it before, I will say it again. Lucy Score is one of my absolute queens for small town romances, and this one did not disappoint. I really, really loved it. I also loved that it was just kind of jumping back into the places, the people, the settings that we know from the first book. So it really felt like coming home. That is the only way I can describe it. Like, it just felt like putting on like a cozy old cardigan. It just felt so like homey, and starting this book I was so excited. I've put off the rest of the series because of the length of the books. They are so long. What romance book needs to be this long? But with the kind of overriding like suspense plot, I understand why they're so long, and I did fly through it. I don't think it took me that long. It took me 3 days, so I feel like that's pretty decent for such a long book, and I loved every second. Also, I absolutely loved all of the Sloane and Lucian content. It had me so excited for their book, and I did have to jump straight into it because I was like, I physically cannot hold myself back. I need to know what happens between them. So, book three out of 25 was also a 5 star read.